Thankfully, people are starting to recognize that restricting the idea and the celebration of Black history to a month doesn't make a lot of sense, that Black history is American history, that there are important parts of Black history that show up all over our culture and our history. So then I think some people are saying, so why still have a month? I just want to give you a couple of minutes to talk about the importance of maintaining this month-long celebration as well.
Sure. You know, I've been engaged in the study of African American history for, I'll say about 50 years. I came into this topic when I was undergraduate student at Central State University, and I was part of what was called the Black Studies movement. Mm-hmm. You know, at that time, we were protesting, shutting down universities, demonstrating, taking over the president's office, trying to get Black studies as a part of the curriculum, both in the public schools as well as in colleges and universities. It was a long struggle, a long and difficult struggle. But here we are 50 years later, basically still trying to struggle to get African-American history and culture in our schools, and again, even in some colleges and universities. There's still a fight against it. As you witnessed recently, this whole notion about critical race theory, and that it's making white students and white people in general feel bad because they have to learn Black history and read authors such as Toni Morrison. 107 years after Carter G. Woodson founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, yet we're still facing this idea that Black history should not be taught in the schools. At least they're not now saying, like they said, like one of Woodson's teachers told him at Harvard, that Negroes had no history. Yeah. But now we're facing the fact that whites in general don't want to learn Black history. They think it's, makes them feel bad. And, of course, I always use the line, for some reason, they're ashamed of their history, when in reality, Black history, as you pointed out, is a part of American history. So we have to continue to do Black History Month, because we still don't have the infusion and the comprehensive inclusion of African American history and culture in American school curriculums. We're still not part of this master narrative, except maybe for Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. But as you know, our history goes well beyond Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. We were a part of almost every aspect and every period of American history, from the colonial period to the American Revolution to the antebellum period, all of the wars, from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War, World War I, World War II, and so on. Yet, here we are, as I said, in 2022, still fighting these same old battles that, as I said, it's almost like I've been fighting these battles for 50 years. I can remember in one of my first academic appointments, the students asked me, why do you people have to have a whole month to celebrate your history? And of course, their pushback was, we don't have a month to celebrate white history. And of course, I was able to point out very easily, we celebrate white history every day.
All year, right?
Every month. It's actually, we get overwhelmed by it. We all know the stories, Paul Revere and Abraham Lincoln, but indeed, those stories in the master narrative usually do not include.
Yeah, they exclude it.
Yeah. Yes, our stories are excluded.